Hello and welcome to all you Capricorns. This is your monthly horoscope for the month of December of 2021. And oh boy, are you in the spotlight. So definitely very significant month. I already told the other sign that is also, I already did the other sign of Cancer, and that it's a bit the same because it's your opposite sign, and the first house versus the seventh house is always some sort of a mirroring. But let's get into this. What is this month all about? Eclipses and this Venus in your sign going retrograde. I'm going to start with the eclipses because that's less important for you, but then, I can focus on what is mostly important for you. The eclipse happens on the 4th of December. It's in Sagittarius. It's the last one, for a long time I've been talking about these eclipses. And it's at 12 degrees with the sun and the moon together in the south node. So this is about a letting go of something. And this is happening in the 12th house. So the sign just before you. And this all has to do with old karmic patterns. So, but this is not new. Again, this is on the 4th of December, but you've been working on this for the whole year. And there's still some parts. If you are saying, oh yeah, Veerle, this is an opportunity for me to get rid of some old patterns that are not suiting me. Definitely patterns that we have that are some sort of a escape route, so to speak, to get rid of them through doing exercises, through good routines, through work. This can definitely be some sort of a culmination of that. But definitely a part of you that has had the opportunity and still has the opportunity in December to shed off that old skin when it comes to old patterns of yours that you've been dealing with for quite a long time, even other lifetimes. Anyway, so that's at the background, wrapping up. But what is more important for you is the Venus retrograde in your sign of Capricorn. It's already in your sign as I speak now. So I'm recording this in the beginning of November. And it's definitely, Venus in your sign is definitely lovely. I mean, Venus is everything that has to do with our desires, what we want, what we connect with. It's representative of money and of love and all the good stuff. And it happens in our sign every year, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But now, as I said, it's a retrograde and it's going to stay there up until March of 2022. So you have a tremendous amount of time where Venus is going to transit your sign. In itself, that's lovely. In itself, that means people that are going to be more attracted to you. You that is has an opportunity to be more doing things that has to do with your self-care, self-love, and feeling good about yourself, all of these things. And therefore attracting other people. Now, a tiny little detail there, that is a big deal, is the Plutonian side of this whole Venus retrograde. It's a very Plutonian kind of retrograde. We all have retrogrades going on, but sometimes they are very, very easy peasy. Sometimes they are very challenging, but this one is very transformative. So it has a transformative effect, and in a way of going very deep, being very intense, so it heightens the intensity. But the goal is for truthfulness, the goal is for authenticity. And as it happens in your sign, so the whole month Venus is going to conjunct Pluto, basically. It's going to touch Pluto 2 times already in December, around the 11th to 12th. You will feel that very strongly, and also around Christmas time. But bottom line is, there's something about your presence. There's something about your self, your path in life, that has an opportunity to transform drastically. So that can be literally your looks, right? Could be literally you doing a totally new, I don't know, maybe a haircut together with it. It's something quite, it's not just a haircut. It's like from having long hair up until here, up until here, and very, very short, for instance, or whatever it is. It's and this is very superficial what I'm telling you now, but of course it has to do with also your path in life. You can make a U-turn, and you can really drastically say, I mean, the first house is your life path. So anything, relationships, work, you can say goodbye to those things, because Pluto kind of demands integrity. It kind of demands putting things that has been bottled up for a long time to bring it to the surface. So it's about realness, and it's about truthfulness also in your connections, especially your very close connections. The only thing that you can do, of course, and you will, is saying your truth and being as authentic as you can. I mean, you won't be able to hide that anymore, and that's a good thing. Although it's not always easy, sometimes when we're very true towards people, they run away, or we run away, or whatever. So it also has its consequences, and with Pluto, it's definitely consequences of you being real. And for some people, that will be a hard thing. For others, it's not a hard thing, because they are already a bit like that. Some people are more real and prefer more realness, besides something else, whatever it is. So it's definitely to strengthen the relationship with self. So if some issues come up in relationships where you are saying this is not me, or this is not truthful, or other people are saying that to you, although I think it's going to be more you coming from you, be content, because there's a huge fear of rejection with Venus conjunct Pluto. And the thing is, when we fear that, we are going to control it, and we are going to force it. So the pitfall here is forcement. The pitfall here is the letting go of it, so to speak, and the letting go of control, in a way that, the things that are out of your control. And then trust must come in, because it's only when we trust something that we can detach ourselves from it. And that is something that you are going to exude or want to exude, and that is what's going to be reflected in your life as well, for better or for worse. But bottom line is, when Pluto wants to transform, it's always for the better. It's always because it is needed, and that's why they call Pluto such a karmic planet. So whatever it is, that how you want to express yourself and what you want to attract in life is now definitely about who you want to be. Who is this Capricornian dude or girl? I mean, it's a lot about that. It's who you want to be, and exuding that, and also attracting that. If you exude truthfulness, then you will have truthfulness from other people, but it's not always going to be maybe something that you want, right? So it's really serious, but I think it's very interesting for those of you who definitely want a little bit more authenticity in their life, a bit more realness, a bit more, look, this is me, take it or leave it, and and when it comes to fear of wanting to be the true self, there can be a fear of wanting to be the true self, and of wanting to hide that, basically. But circumstances will test you, and especially with other people, so that you have to be your true self, and know that ultimately it is gonna liberate you. And so whenever it comes to relationships, don't attach yourself to the outcome. It's basically your strength. But as Pluto is a compulsive planet. It won't be without its process. And you've got a process up until December, March. So you've got time. And I hope you will improve, because that's the ultimate goal, to have true loving relationships, not only with self, but also with others. And that starts with you, right? It starts with being truthful to you. Having said that, I'm sure you're going to do well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.